It's not overshare if you really care.
That sounds like a cue to get started. Hello and welcome everyone to the Rogue Valley Roleplayers. My name is Ben. I'm here with Rosemary, Austin, Ed, and Nick S. And we are here to play Valley of Famine. This is going to be episode 209. The setting we're using is Deadlands Reloaded. The system is Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, courtesy of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. If you hear any sound effects, those are all courtesy of Plate Mail Games. You can find them on Drive-Thru RPG and Battle Bards. You can also find them on their own website, platemailgames.com. Once again, my name is Ben. I am the Marshal. I'm running the shindig.
My name's Rosemary. I play Deputy Rachel Jane Kennedy, and I'm really cold tonight, and I have a slight cold, so you might hear me clearing my throat occasionally, for which I deeply apologize to our sound editor.
That's me, folks.
Who's Ben.
I'm Austin, and I'm playing the clown Macario, but I am seriously going to have a good time tonight.
Excellent.
I'm Ed. I'm playing Daisy Gilmore, the mad scientist, but people call her Railin' Daisy because she shoots rail spikes into the heads of her enemies.
I'm Nick S. I'm playing Haru Matsuhara. Drink is already affecting me, apparently.
Thought drink didn't affect you, though.
Well, it doesn't affect Haru, it affects Nick.
Oh.
The rules have changed.
And I, as always, am the star of the show, Lazarus Black, your favorite character. I know. It's all this fan mail, can't stand it, so stop sending it.
Okay.
I'm glad somebody gets fan mail.
Right?
Somebody deserves it.
Of course I do. Yeah, we're all going to tell Lazarus Black to shut the fuck up.
No, it's okay.
Oh, all right. I'm glad someone here appreciates me.
Go to bed.
Fuck.
Haru's the only one who can tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Anyway, alrighty, so Valley of Famine. Daisy, we're going to open up with you. You're at home,
All right.
hanging out with Jonathan Graves. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, it's cold. It's like December now, right?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
early December.
All right, doing what we can to keep warm and,
Yeah.
working on my projects. What do I got going on now? I have the Ghost Rock Extractor still. What else was that? There was something else I was going to start working on, but I forgot now.
Uh-oh.
Didn't actually write
Maybe that's what you're doing. You're trying to figure it out. You're looking at your notebooks, and you're just like, I know I wrote these up, but I don't remember what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I don't know. Working on Ghost Rock Extractor. I had an idea. Maybe even mentioned it on a previous podcast, but probably not.
Anyway, you're sitting there, you're working on your projects and whatever, when you hear a knocking at the door.
I'm knocking at the door. Well, are we decent?
Are you?
No, I'm asking Jonathan if he's decent.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Got
going to
my
see
trousers
who this
on.
is. All right, I'm going to answer the door.
You answer the door and describe your father for me.
My father. Well, he's only about 5'8". He's not really all that tall. Not really. Not thin. Got a beard.
Has he got any scars?
None that you can see.
Oh no.
Does he wear a hat?
Yeah, he actually does wear a hat, but he's not hiding the fact that he's balding.
What kind of hat?
Well, what kind of hat? He's probably got like a little bowler hat.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
That seems like it's something a good Yankee like him would wear. Yeah, so he's definitely got a bowler. Probably dressed in businessy clothes, but he's a scientist, so it's it's not well put together. It's more like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to dress like.
Does he have spectacles?
No. He does not wear glasses.
Yeah, he's at the door as you open it. He's looking disheveled and careworn, and he staggers in. Daisy!
Daddy!
You've got to go. You've got to get out of here.
What?
And
Where?
You're hearing a clicking sound like that of a clock,
Okay.
and it's faint. You've got to leave. He's coming. You have to leave now. Go, Daisy. Go.
Hold on. Let me get you some coffee.
Yes.
There's no time for that, Daisy. You have to go.
I gotta get my
Daisy,
thing.
he's coming.
And who the hell is he?
And then he's gone. With a final cry of, "The Clockwork Man is coming."
The Clockwork Man.
And in his place, another man steps through the door. His eyes gleam red, and he has a sinister smile on his pale face. He wears a bowler hat from which streams a plume of smoke billowing. And that clock ticking sound is louder, so loud. Seems to be emanating from him. And he says nothing, he just smiles. He's got this very well-shaped beard, much more trimmed than mine. It's not very long, it's just like very stylized. He's got like black beard, black hair. Very well dressed. Would seem like a normal person except for that plume of smoke billowing from his hat and those red glowing eyes. And he doesn't say anything, he just raises a Gatling pistol.
Whoa.
And pulls the trigger. And then you wake up.
Figured out to be a dream by now, but
I had not.
whoa, the Clockwork Man is coming. Gotta write that down somewhere.
Yeah, that seems very important.
Right here with this.
Also, he was wearing a bowler hat. That's really important.
Just
Man.
like my dad wears.
Interesting. Oh shit, do you think the Clockwork Man is your dad?
Dun, dun,
Maybe.
dun.
Maybe the hat is what controls him.
You wake up, it's dark. Jonathan isn't there. He's up at the mine doing
Oh.
his mining stuff. One of the windows to your house is blown open. Some of the snow is kind of drifting in.
Oh, well, that's not good. I better go close that window. 'Cause it's cold.
Yep. You do that and you like relight the fire or your furnace or something. You probably have something that's pretty easy to get going as opposed to a mundane person who would have to like stoke the fire, relight it.
Just press the button. Click, click, click.
Exactly. Have a ghost rock fume furnace. Which probably isn't great for your health, but hey,
Probably
it's
not.
ghost rock. Do you go back to bed or?
I mean, after I fix my window, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'll eventually, so I can sleep in.
All right.
You are a heavy sleeper.
So dawn comes to the Rogue Valley. Rachel, you probably come riding into work and you see that Kane's horse is already tied up in front of the sheriff's office.
Like, is this immediately after?
This is the next day.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just told him to take the day. It's cool if he wants to be back. Seeing as he's my boss at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what time is it?
I don't know, what time do you normally go to work in the morning?
I imagine around 8.
Okay. So it's 8.
Okay. so she'll hitch up Oakley and swing down. Today, she's probably wearing her usual outfit of black, like black jeans, black vest, the light gray shirt, and her black duster, and her cool looking cowboy hat. She's got her hair back in a braid. And she'll go on in.
All right. Yeah, you step on in, and Sheriff Ross is right where he usually is, sitting at his desk, doing some paperwork, going through, looks like a ledger. He's writing in, and he flips it closed and sets it aside as you come walking in. Gives you a glower. Deputy?
Morning. Her voice is a bit hoarse because she's fighting a cold. And she's going to go pour herself
Guess whose turn it is to get arrested now?
a cup of coffee.
Yep, there's hot coffee already brewed.
Yeah, she's going to pour herself a cup.
Deputy, you got any plans for this next week? You and your friends?
Nope. Nothing in particular.
Good, because I got some out-of-town work for you.
Oh?
Town of Copper over by the California border. Haven't heard from them in a while, and I'm getting a hunch, if you will, that something ain't right. Take it as a kindness if you would gather up your friends and go investigate.
Just, you haven't heard from them?
Haven't heard from the marshal in a while, and got an instinct, if you will, that maybe something's amiss.
Okay. Well, when should we ride out?
Today
Sure.
would be best.
Today?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll see if Haru can leave that short notice.
I'm sure he can manage it. Anyway, thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to his paperwork.
Where did he set the ledger down?
On his desk, so like
Right next to
I was
him?
working on it. Yeah, he set it right off to his left.
So there's no way Rachel could, subtly see what ledger it is?
No.
Okay.
Like he set it off, grabbed some paperwork, shuffled through it, put the paperwork on top of that,
Oh,
and grabbed some additional
damn
paperwork.
All right. So she'll say, can I at least finish my coffee first?
Finish it on their way. Stuff like this don't wait, Deputy.
All right. She'll turn around and head back out.
Oh, and Rachel,
What?
don't get dead.
I never seem to.
Well, that's good. He tugs on his hat and goes back to his cigar, his whiskey, and his paperwork.
Yeah, Rachel will go hunt everyone down.
All right, who's first?
Probably Haru.
All right, where are you at, Haru, at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Probably at the workers' camp
Okay.
near the Medford Rail, where they would be staying at for the most part.
Well, actually, Jacksonville had a fairly large Chinatown,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So probably
which
there.
is like totally gone, lost to time in our world. But
Yeah. So I'm probably there, checking on how people are doing, how they're handling the death of some of their family, and making sure they're okay.
people are managing. Not a lot of food to go around. A lot of the kind of outdoor food vendors you're used to seeing are closed up.
We need to find a solution to this. Haru's kind of thinking that we need to find a solution to what's going on here. He's wearing his standard long sleeve button up shirt, burgundy red vest, duster, keeping his hat low.
Are you dressing any different for the winter weather?
Oh, yeah. I mean, plus she's sick on top of that. So she's got probably a winter coat on over, maybe instead of her duster, she's wearing her winter coat instead. Is there snow on the ground?
There's the thick layers of snow,
Okay.
and it's cold.
Okay. Yeah, so she would be... She probably has, like, her long underwear on, too. She's so cold.
And I'm assuming Haru's not actually dressed in any different since he's not bothered.
He keeps a couple of appearances. Like, he's got, like, gloves on. His duster's kind of got the liner in it. And, just to kind of appear as though the cold would be affecting him as it should.
And unseen by anyone else, Lazarus Black is walking alongside you.
I imagine he's doing things like trying to kick little old ladies who are bending over to pick up their stuff, but he can't.
Oddly enough,
No?
he don't do that. He like points out a bunch of people like, we could kill them. Yeah, that person looks like they ain't doing so well. We could put them out of their misery. What do you say? No one's gonna miss them.
Somebody misses somebody. The rule is if you kill, somebody will take offense.
Yeah, well, that's just, you kill the person who takes offense. That's how it works. You keep on killing. It's a vicious and wonderfully endless cycle. And, like, you're walking along, and, like, a couple of little kids come running through, and Lazarus, like, takes, even though he's invisible and not tangible, he, like, takes a step aside so they don't run through him.
You're an odd one, Lazarus Black.
This probably ain't going to surprise you, but you're not the first one to say that.
It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I didn't think so. I said as much.
And I continue walking,
We haven't done any killing lately.
Well, not a lot's been going on.
Well, I do beg to differ, actually. A lot of people have been starving. No food going around. Lots of death, but we ain't causing it, and that's a problem.
We'll find a way to fix it.
Hey, speaking of killing, look who it is.
Is it Rachel? Yeah, she comes riding up.
Beauty,
Good morning, she says as she sneezes.
should you be in bed, Rachel?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
It's just a small cold is all.
Wait, no, she should take care of herself. It ain't no fun if she dies of a disease.
How are you? The usual.
The usual. Kind of like looking at an empty space from your perspective, but there's Lazarus standing there, just like the usual.
How come no one ever asks how I'm doing?
Nobody cares.
It's true. Very true.
Fair enough. I'm doing fine, by the way. A little bored. Pass that on, if you would.
What brings you to this area? That's the issue. Haru riles him up so much, that's how he's able to win the Dominion checks, because I just rile him up all the time.
Sheriff has asked me to look into a town along the state border. Putting together a usual posse. Pay probably the usual amount if you're interested. You can find the time. Sure would appreciate you riding down with me.
Lin Hui has been very accommodating since I have brought her information about, well, our past goings on. I will send a note to her that I have been asked by Sheriff Ross to assist in a matter. I will be more than happy to accompany you.
It's a bit short notice. The sheriff wants us to ride out today.
Then I will find. He finds a young, like, Asian kid, to go talk to her.
Another kid comes, like, running by, and you see Lazarus, like, again, step so that kid doesn't run through him.
Hey, here's a couple of dollars. Go tell Lin Hui that I'm going to be doing something for Sheriff Ross.
The kid takes the dollars, but the blood drains out of his face when he hears that he has to go talk to Lin Hui. It's like, oh, fuck. But yeah, he takes dollars, nods, and then runs off.
I was planning on asking Daisy and Macario to join as well.
Usual posse then.
Yep.
diggings altogether.
Yep.
Let's
Haru,
go find them.
your eye, it's twitching a little. You all right?
Oh, just our ever-present visitor.
I am not a visitor. I am a part of this group, and even if you're the only one that can see and hear me, I am still included. I'm in the introductions, god damn it.
I have a name.
I just keep imagining like the credits rolling by and it shows a picture like Lazarus turning his face, smiling. Special guest star Lazarus Black, who is here.
Well, I suspect Daisy is still asleep, knowing her. But
It might take the three of us if we go get Macario to wake her up.
this is true.
Or
Let's go look for Macario.
I ain't letting this one go. I'm a part of this group.
Do you just want to be included?
I do. I really do.
So the three of us will go wake up Daisy when we go wake up after the two of us go wake up Macario.
You're an asshole.
We would know where Macario is usually at this time of day, yeah? Or is he more unpredictable than that?
He's a little more unpredictable today.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
like you to try to find him.
I hell him up.
Today's adventure is where's Macario?
The rest of the session will be trying to find Macario. He could be anywhere in town.
Could be anywhere. Where is Macario right
He's
now?
actually inside a clown-shaped snowman. No.
That would be so cold.
It's actually easy to spot Macario. He's down the street, waiting in front of a house, and he's in his full clown getup in the snow, and he's bright colored, face is painted, and he's just kind of sitting there looking just a little bit depressed.
Oh no.
What seems to be the matter, Macario?
Oh, Haru, deputy, hello. I'm just gathering strength. I have a little show to do this morning, and it is the family, they have had a loss recently, so I really have to bring the cheer, but I'm not feeling so cheerful myself today.
What's wrong?
Well, just the weather, and nobody is finding food, and my cupboards are growing bare as well. So I am hungry. Everyone else is hungry. It's cold, and these people that I am going to give the show to, they had twins. Two kids.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them died last week.
Would you like some help for your show?
I think you would enhance the show in a strange way, Haru. Yes. What do you have in mind?
I do not pretend to know much in the ways of comedy, but I'm willing to help you in whatever you could come up with.
I got this. Make a Dominion roll.
Oh shit!
That's a 9 for me.
Oh, I don't know. You rolled it over.
Yeah. There's still a 9 for me.
Yeah, I got a 3.
All right, so
So this family's gonna get
your
slaughtered.
Dominion goes down by 1, and you see Haru kind of twitch, and then he gets a bit of a mean look in his eye, and then kind of it goes to mischievous, and you hear Haru's voice, but Lazarus Black says, "Listen, Haru is a stick in the mud, but I know comedy. I'll help you out."
Is this some sort of joke, Haru?
No, this is Lazarus.
Oh, the demon?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Look, I'm great. I'm great with kids, too. I know you have no reason to believe it, But really, I'm fantastic with kids. Come on, let's go do this.
Rachel's gonna.
You're pulling a gun right in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the street, in broad daylight, where everyone can see.
All right, Lazarus.
She's
but
being subtle about it, but yeah.
no, Deputy, put your gun away. There is no need for violence.
The demon is in control of Haru.
Here is
He's
the
gonna
deal.
go in there and slaughter those kids.
Here is the deal, Lazarus. You will give the deputy all of your weapons, your sword, your gun.
Sure.
No, Macario, no.
And
This is not okay.
He grabs Haru's belt with his katana, his wakizashi, and his gun, and here you go.
No.
It's just 6 kinds of not okay with it.
There's no way on this God's green earth that you are going into that
I'm gonna
house.
drop it on the ground.
Don't you drop his sword.
Don't you do that.
All right. Do you want me to put like clown makeup on or something? What are we gonna do? What's the plan?
I will tell you in a moment. Deputy, trust me.
Have you taken leave of your senses, Macario?
No. I have a plan.
Anyone in that house, or you, or Haru, or me,
I should warn you. I got a lot of gallows humor.
gets hurt. So help me.
What will you do, Deputy?
Yeah. What you gonna do? The only thing you can do to stop me is gonna put a permanent end to your beloved Haru.
Now, Lazarus, what you just said was not very funny. If you are going to join, you have to be funny.
Oh, don't worry. I will be funny.
You haven't been funny yet. I am not sure if you can be funny. You know what starts with good humor? Timing. Do you know what timing is?
Of course, I know what time it is.
So it means you do not say until it is funny.
What do you got?
A plan.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Deputy, you here, back off. I have to instruct him if he will entertain the children as we hope.
No! You can't let a demon entertain children. This is the man who slaughtered people. He's a demon.
That is what
Macario.
war is
I just
killing people.
Just kind of imagine people walking by going, they're talking bad about...
Yeah, you are very much in public.
She's fiercely whispering this to Macario.
Yeah,
So
that
as
makes
not
sense.
to draw attention.
I understand your hesitation, but look at it this way. Look at it this way. Maybe he will make the children laugh. Their day could not get much worse.
It's true.
And murder
It
the
really
children.
is true.
You stay out of this.
I am not going to stay out of it.
Can't let a demon go in and
Macario, what's your plan? I want to know. What are we going to do?
Okay. So, Lazarus,
Uh-huh.
you will play the straight man. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, he's the guy who is comically serious. He's the one that gets the pie in the face.
That's right. And that is exactly what we will do.
Perfect.
You will be the man who gets the pie in the face.
All right. I'm so down with this plan. This is exciting.
And you need a funny catchphrase. Can you come up with one?
One that doesn't involve killing, because we don't actually want to talk about that in front of
Rachel's
little kids.
just sitting
Let's
on her
see.
horse like, what the fuck is
What-
going on?
What's the circumstances here that I can work with here?
Okay.
What's
okay.
the scenario?
Okay, the scenario is you are, we will call you Buckaroo Buck.
Buckaroo Buck. All right, I can work with that.
Buckaroo Buck. And so Buckaroo Buck is in love with the heroine of our little stage play, right?
All right.
It's like a funny stage play.
Okay, this is sounding a lot less funny and a lot more like current circumstances.
What?
Except not really with me, but Haru.
Do you think you could act like Haru?
No.
Because that would be perfect if you could act just like Haru.
Sure.
Okay.
It's going to be really offensive, but they're little kids, so
The children will love it.
all right.
Sadly, yes.
Let me tell you, I do not know if you ever had children. Did you have someone you loved, Lazarus?
Yeah.
Oh, things just got real.
Oh, what was her name?
You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Macario, maybe you should listen to when the demon says he doesn't want to talk about something.
Well, here's the truth of show business, Lazarus. If you have these unresolved issues and you go on stage, they will bubble up and then you won't be funny. I think you should at least tell a little bit about it. I am an expert here. You have to trust me.
I don't remember. I remember them. I remember their faces. I don't remember their names. I said I don't want to talk about it.
You should listen to him, Macario. Don't provoke him.
I am not trying to provoke him. If it is going to be good comedy, you have to be able to smile. And if you are now worried about this...
Well, if you keep bringing it up, I'm not going to be able to smile.
Wait, keep bringing it up. Keep bringing it up.
Okay, so let us talk about something else.
Right. Thank you.
Do you think you can trust me enough? Will you be willing to turn around and then I will spin you and then pie you in the face? That is necessary for the act, Lazarus.
Of course.
Could you show me?
Where's the pie? I don't see you have the pie right now.
Does he turn around?
No.
Macario always has a pie on him, Lazarus. It's his job.
I mean, I would believe that, but I don't see a pie.
It is in my pants if you want to know.
Look, we're wasting time out here. We got a party to do, so...
I put sackcloth over it so it doesn't get smooshed.
I'm disturbed.
Rachel is so disturbed.
But this is going to go all over Haru's face, so I am so down with it.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Rachel's... No! She's swinging off her horse. She cannot believe you are going
Are
through
you on
this.
your horse this whole time?
Yes, I was.
Come watch, Deputy. You might enjoy it.
I'm gonna... You can't... Demon, children... Have you taken leave of your senses?
Children are little demons when they turn about 2 anyway.
Let's go do this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Rosemary wants to see what's going to happen, but there's no way that Rachel would let Lazarus go in front of kids. There's no way.
Maybe Rachel is just so flabbergasted.
We'll say that in the time it takes Rachel to swing down to get off her horse, you've already gone inside.
All right, so Lazarus / Haru and Macario go running off into the house to do the show before Rachel can get off her horse and interfere. So describe the show.
All right. Yeah, it's as festive as can be expected given it's winter time and there was just a loss in the family. In fact, they've kind of over-decorated a little bit. Like, there's some... I'm trying to think what would they have in the old wooden days. Probably like some fun carvings like you'd make for kids, like stars and horses and things like that, kind of plastered around and maybe painted bright colors like yellow, orange, things like that.
Do you have Lazarus paint up or anything?
I think I'm going to have him take off Haru's duster so he's a little more dressed down. And undo the 3rd button. That'll make you look a little disheveled.
I don't think the kids are going to like that.
Why is that?
Because the wound that killed Haru don't never heal.
Oh,
Remember,
thank
Haru
you.
does keep his torso here under wrap.
Oh, that's true.
You are being a very good partner, and I am proud of you.
I don't want to freak the kids out.
Right.
Just want to kill him.
Thank you. I have earned some respect for you today.
Oh, good.
Okay, so let me tell you the little boy's name.
All right.
His name is Miles. and he is 6 years old.
Okay. Miles.
And you will recognize him because he has red hair
Okay.
and freckles.
All right. We're going to put a smile on Miles' face.
Hey, that rhymes. You were already in the mood.
I mean, kind of. It does. Not really, but close.
Yeah, but you tried. That is good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will introduce you, and then when I say Haru, wait, you are Haru.
I got you.
Wink. He winks.
I know whose face I'm wearing.
Perfect. Okay, when I say, and here's my friend Haru, you will step out and, just say something funny for the kids.
All right. I can do that.
And then when you turn to look at me, just whenever you're ready, then I pie you in the face.
Okay.
You're going to be great.
All right. Let's do this. This is going to be awesome.
So,
Great scene. We're all just kind of what's happening?
all right. So, the show goes on as Macario had planned. He does some rope tricks for the kids.
Rachel is suddenly going to slip in and just stand in the, area. Just in case.
It's never good when the cops show up to your birthday party.
And, he keeps looking over at Miles, who I'm sure is just sad and not really paying that much attention. Okay, everyone, and I have a very special person I would like you to meet. It is my best friend, Haru.
Lazarus Black jumps out and kills everyone. No.
I knew it.
He'd have to use, children's toys to do
Yep.
it.
He does. No, he jumps out. Hey, howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
He's a little awkward. Please forgive him.
I don't know what you're... What? Fakes a slip and a fall.
I wink at him and...
Rolls back up, stands up, and...
So, Haru, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Haru. I am a samurai, and I work for the railroad.
And tell us about the samurai. What do they do? What are they good at?
They are very good at a certain art with paper.
What's it called?
It's called origami.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What can you make, Haru? I mean, can you make anything?
Oh, yeah, of course I can, because I am an authentic samurai.
Okay, here. I grab a streamer. Make something for us.
Sure, this here is what I call a ball. Pegs you back with it.
Oh, look, everyone. He did a really good job.
I can make more things, too.
Do something. Please, show us.
All right. Check this out, kids. This is going to surprise all of you. And he starts folding, and those of you who are there, are all shocked when he produces a swan.
What the fuck?
Then he walks over, kneels down in front of Miles, and is like, here, this is for you. Cheer you up, son.
Miles, that is a great swan, don't you think?
Miles kind of nods, and there's even a little bit of a smile on his face.
Can't believe the demon cheered up this boy.
And then Lazarus stands up, turns around, and gives you a wink.
The pie goes flying out of space.
All right.
Oh, I am so sorry. My hand slipped.
Banana. Where the hell did you get banana from?
A clown never tells.
Oh. But yeah, the show goes remarkably well, given who's in control of Haru at the moment.
Okay, now, come on up, Haru, and give these people a bow.
He goes to give a bow, and he, exaggeratedly leans too far and falls forward and tucks it into, a roll and stands back up. Must have been that pie in the face.
Yes, bananas, they are full of good things for you. Eat lots of bananas, kid. but not right now. Okay, and that is all. Happy birthday. And now we must go. But it was very nice to see you all.
Lazarus pulls off his hat and gives another bow and then heads off stage.
Cool. I follow him.
Rachel's also gonna leave.
So here in the Valley of Famine, you basically took good food and threw it in someone's face while people are starving.
Yeah.
You could have been really.
That
bold,
is
man.
Lazarus's evil plan.
And to add another level of horror to this, in a zombie's face.
Yeah.
Who can't taste it. Yeah, so on the way out, I've got my hand on his back. We're laughing like good friends, he and I. Wow, you did a really good job. Were you ever an entertainer? You did great.
That's another one of those things I can't remember for sure. I don't think I was, though.
No,
I remember being a soldier.
you're a natural. You must have been something. You should try to remember.
I'll give it a thought or two. Anyway, you get back outside, and Rachel's just walking up right when
She is.
Haru gets back into control.
She walks right up to Haru and just slaps him in the face and is like, "Get out of him!"
He can't. Rachel, he can't get out of me. I would die.
Oh, you're back.
Well, he is gone, so I will just tell you what I was thinking, Deputy, because I know you were...
He's about to slap you in the face, too.
Please, no more slaps. Enough slap for today.
What were you thinking, Macario?
Well,
That was a demon!
this is strange.
Children!
I know, but I felt like it would be okay. I know that it's not enough for you, but I just felt like it would be okay.
Never
And you have no idea
do that
what's going
again,
Yeah, no.
Macario.
Why is my face taste like banana?
I'm glad you can taste things now, Haru. I did not realize. But, Deputy, I don't know. I feel like there is so much sadness now that he has no reason to exist. Do you understand me? I'm not explaining well, but demons, they want everyone to be sad, and if everyone is already sad, they have no purpose.
I don't want that demon to have a purpose. I want that demon gone. I want it dead. I want it out of Haru.
Haru's back?
on. Pass down that.
You do have a
For now. But we cannot trust Lazarus.
And we didn't.
Seemed pretty taking a lot on faith to me there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
trusted
you're,
you to shoot him.
Your swords and gun are
I don't
missing.
want to be in that situation.
What happened and where are my things?
Rachel would have left your swords on Oakley.
Your things are over there, and we had everything is fine, Haru.
I would very much appreciate my things returned.
She will go to the saddle where she kind of like secured your swords and like untie them, hand them over to you along with a handkerchief.
It's much appreciated. Hands it back to you. So shall we go get Daisy so we can continue on our way? I feel that we have been here for a while, even though I cannot say why and what we were doing.
We may have been here a while, but really, do not worry about it. Everything was fine.
Rachel looks furious.
Please do not be...
We did a children's show.
We're going to move on now. We're going to go find Daisy and speak no more nonsense.
Good plan. Let me get this off. Starts taking off his clown makeup and hood, and
All right, y'all head down to Medford, and you spend a lot of time knocking on Daisy's door. Meanwhile, Daisy, you walk into Sheriff Ross's office. He's writing in that
Daisy!
ledger, and as you walk in, he snaps it shut, sets it aside, puts some paperwork on top of it. Well, Ms. Gilmore, it's honestly a surprise to see you this early in the morning.
Well, I really couldn't sleep last night. Had some horrible dreams.
Oh,
I was hoping maybe you can help me out with this, because
I can try.
I figure you know more about some of this than I do. Have you ever heard of the Clockwork Man?
You see a little tick in Sheriff Ross's eye. And then he says, that could mean a lot of things. Could be one of Helmstrom's constructs. Why do you ask?
Well, like I said, I had a bad dream last night. It started where I couldn't even remember what I was working on. And luckily, when I woke up, I found my notes on food preservation.
Oh, I bet that will be.
Yeah, and then my
helpful.
father came to my door.
Your
Well,
father?
He was acting all kinds of weird.
Wait, hold on. This is in the dream.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm following.
Yeah, and then my dad was still yelling, "Clockwork Man's coming! You gotta run! You gotta run!" And then he ran off, and then some smoking head came and.
Can you describe him?
Well, he was wearing a bowler hat, smoke coming out of his head. Yeah. Red eyes.
That doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard of. Could have just been a dream. You should probably ventilate your house a little better with all those ghost rock projects you got going on.
Well, maybe.
I recommend it.
All right, well, you never heard of this Clockwork Man?
Not that specifically. I have encountered clockwork constructs before. They were inventions of Helmstrom Industries. And, yeah, they killed me again.
Well,
I was already dead and harrowed. They didn't put me down permanently, but they did put me down. That was awkward.
you said that Helmstrom guy made him, huh?
Supposedly.
All right. Wait, Helmstrom's from Salt Lake City?
Yep.
Now, wait, yeah, he's from Salt Lake, right? Because I heard that.
Well, he lives there. His base of operations
Alright.
is in the city of Gloom. I don't know where he's from originally.
Because, yeah, I got some tips saying that my daddy was last seen around there.
Huh. It's odd.
Or not that my daddy was seen there. Well,
So,
I have a clue that my dad might be out that way.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's the gun I saw.
I don't know what to tell you. You spoken to my deputy at all?
No, I haven't seen her. I was hoping she would be here, so, like, yeah.
Oh.
We can talk about that, but...
Well, since you're here, I'll let you know. I need you to go check out the town of Copper. I haven't heard from them in a while, and I've got an inclination that things ain't right.
Copper, huh?
Mm-hmm. Little mining town.
Oh, does Rachel know already?
Yep.
Oh.
She was supposed to gather the rest of you and go check it out today.
Oh, they're probably thinking I'm asleep.
You do have a reputation. Yeah, if you all can investigate that, I'd be appreciative.
Well, yeah, if she's trying to get us together, why not?
All right. I'll see if I can find anything out more about this Clockwork Man, but it didn't give me a whole lot to go on, so I think the next scene is you go all the way back home because everyone's still in front of your house banging on the door going, Daisy, wake up!
I was kind of hoping they would try to break in or something.
Do we think she's okay? Should we, break the door down? This isn't like her. Usually she's woken up by now.
Wait, I got this. Hold on just a second. Lazarus Black disappears inside.
That's a handy trick.
And then comes walking back out. Right, it didn't work. I can't actually see what you don't see.
Less handy of a
Better
trick.
not that would be a great trick.
Like, that'd be a great... That would be handy as hell. I'd be a little more inclined to talk to him.
Well, he'd probably come back and do something nasty like say, "Oh, it's totally safe," and then there's like a billion things inside.
I thought it would work. It'd be pretty cool, but nope. I can only perceive in the real world what you perceive.
Could kick in the door.
Yeah, I'm always up for some.
You
breaking and
have
entering.
windows, right?
Yeah,
Are your shutters drawn?
probably. It's winter.
Dang it.
And about that time, as you're like probably getting ready to bash the door down, that's when Daisy comes walking up.
We were just trying to see our friend. Oh, hey, Daisy.
Rachel goes to say hello, but she just sneezes instead.
Have you been out here way too long?
A bit.
I keep
you
telling
might
her
say.
she should probably go back to bed.
Oh, well, come on in, warm up. We'll get some coffee going.
Coffee sounds great.
And the coffee machine from hell.
Yeah, all the noises.
Yeah.
So I just got back from seeing Sheriff Ross.
Oh,
I couldn't sleep. I had a horrible dream last night.
yeah?
Yeah, it was like my dad came back and then told me some clockwork man is coming. Oh, and the worst part of the dream is I couldn't remember what I was working on. and then, yeah, my dad like ran off, and then this other guy shows up in red eyes and flaming smoke out of his hat, and
What does clockwork mean?
that's why I ran off to ask Sheriff Ross, and he didn't quite know. He said like Helmstrom has a whole bunch of clockwork devices, but
Is it a brand name or clockwork?
oh no, that's just like it's a word people talk about when all the gadgetry, like you can say my coffee maker's a clockwork coffee maker,
Oh,
like
so
gears and stuff,
it
like
is
clocks.
a synonym for shit.
That's a damn good coffee maker. It just doesn't make good coffee. The machine's great.
And it growls. Like it's probably just grinding something, but it's definitely like a. As you call it shit.
Coffee's terrible. The machine is awesome.
Just want some coffee. Rachel's.
We're not going to get good coffee here for another 100 years or so.
So, what did Ross tell you?
Hell, he didn't really know. So, but he did tell me about this job.
Yeah, some trouble going on in Copper at the border.
Yeah. Well, I'm in. Are we ready?
How far away is Copper?
It's about a 12-hour ride.
Probably grab some supplies.
Yeah.
What little we can find.
Yeah, what supplies?
For at least an overnight trip or two.
Yeah, if you want to buy supplies, you'll actually have to pay for them.
Is there any food to buy?
There is. It costs 4 times the listed price.
Well, we should probably see if we can scrounge up any food before we go, because hunting's been pretty scarce lately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Daisy and Macario, what's your winter attire like?
Oh, I got a winter coat. I think I have long johns.
I have basically a shroud that is made of sheepskin.
Okay. So you gather your supplies and you head out into that forest. And it's as terrible as you remember it,
But now cold.
but now cold. So worse, in fact. It's dark, it's oppressive. You get that sense of gloom, and all too often you see wolf tracks, big wolf tracks, along the path, crossing the path. You never actually sight the animals themselves, but
Dang it.
yeah, you see their presence. The shadows have grown long. Sometimes it almost seems like the reach of a clawed beast after you. Sometimes you hear voices on the wind. You think you hear voices on the wind, and they sound like loved ones, or they sound like unwanted foes. But there's never anything substantial there. And it's dusk when you reach the town of Copper.
Is there anything of note?
Any signs of people, lights on homes?
Nope.
It's all empty.
No movement in the streets.
Wow.
No lights on in the houses.
Go to the first house and knock on the door.
You enter into the streets of the town, and you can hear the wind blowing. Occasionally hear the sounds of shutters banging open and closed. Same thing with doors. You knock on the door of the first house, and there's no answer.
Is it locked?
Is it locked?
No. You try the handle, and it pushes open.
Peer inside. I don't want to invade privacy, but peer inside to kind of see if there's any signs of scuffle, attack, or anything like that.
It's hard to say. There's no signs of a struggle, no signs of a fight, but there's a body slumped at the table, and there's a half-eaten and very rotted meal out in front of them.
What do you see, Haru?
There's a body slumped into a chair at the table with very rotten but half-eaten meal in front of him. They've been dead for a while, or was trying to eat rotten food.
We had best ready our weapons in case there is something here.
Maybe check out a more public building.
Yeah, should we head over to the sheriff's office?
Look for the saloon or inn.
Yeah, general store.
Which one do you want to go to first?
Store. We could grab supplies while we're there.
Sure.
Store.
All right. So I'll start to head to the store. Everyone make me a notice roll.
$13.
4.
Glitch, or I forget what you call it. Failure.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
7.
How do you critically fail that?
I think Macario is grabbing stuff out of his bag and keeps fumbling around like all the toys and like handkerchiefs he has, trying to dig out like his rapier and his rope like normal. So he's just not ready for whatever happens.
Okay.
He's just not paying
I think
attention.
also maybe you wander off. Like you're looking around and you're investigating.
Yeah, everybody else is moving forward. He's back still fumbling with his pack, trying to figure out where something is.
Okay. Yeah. You fumble it and you stand up. You've got your weapons out, and you're by yourself. And that the door's still open to that place. Person's still slumped over. What do you do?
He's gonna go lean the guy back.
All right, you walk in. The door slams shut. No. You walk in. You kind of like pull the guy back up. His head falls back loose. Well, not too loosely because he's rigor mortis is set in and he's frozen. So it's kind of you pull him back and it's an effort and it's kind of crunch because he falls back and his throat's been slit wide open and his front is stained with his frozen blood.
Oh,
He's just got a knack for finding these things.
I am so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry this happened to you. And as he kind of like, leaves the man there and prepares to leave and find wherever his friends went, he suddenly realizes, oh, I'm alone. Uh-oh.
And that's when you hear the little pitter-patter, sounds like children's feet somewhere outside. What'd you all get?
I got 7.
Basic success.
Basic success. So you're walking through the town, and you hear this as well. But at a certain point, you hear kind of like a chattering sound, like an old-timey alarm clock going off. It's very faint, very distant.
Not a tick-tock, tick-tock.
Nope. In addition to hearing that sound, Haru, you also notice it's kind of concealed by some trees, but on a nearby rise looking over the town, there's kind of a larger, nicer looking house.
Do I see lights on it?
Nope.
No. After we check the public place buildings here in town, we should check that manor up there.
Do you hear that?
Oh yes, it is most uncomfortable.
Rachel's just gonna kind of glance around to see if she can see what's making the source of the noise.
And you're having trouble kind of locating what direction it's coming from.
Well, we head to the jail. Now that we've looked around, though, we notice that Macario's gone. So
Yeah.
we stop and...
Where'd Macario go?
At this point, you hear, "Oh!" Ah! What do I see, Ben?
What did you go right outside to look for the sound you heard?
We'll say he peered out the front door, or peered out a window, or something
Okay.
like that.
You don't see anything.
We don't hear anything?
You
don't see anything.
Okay, so then,
just screaming at the
so then I want to say what happens is that he actually realizes a giant spider's on his shoulder. It falls down onto his shoulder.
Okay.
Macario's in trouble. Rachel's gonna take off running.
Rushing back
Yep.
to his
Yep.
location.
Yep. Yeah, get there and Macario's like throwing this spider down. Maybe are you stomping on it or did you toss it off your shoulder?
Ah, icky! Ooh, ah! Oh, hey everyone! I am sorry. I was being a little slow. I turn around, you're gone, and I let my curiosity get the better of me. but you're back. I hope you were not worried.
Why'd you scream?
Oh, there was a big old mini-legged monster
Where,
on
Rachel?
my shoulder.
Monster.
Well, sorry. To be serious for a moment, I did hear the sound of feet outside, and when I looked, there was nothing there.
We've also heard a strange noise. How about we make sure to stick together, and we will continue on looking all directions.
Good idea.
You unmistakably all hear the sound of children's laughter somewhere outside.
Stick together, look everywhere.
Rachel is gonna go outside.
Following Rachel.
Everyone stick together. Okay,
It's a
everyone stick with
child.
Rachel.
We gotta see if these kids are okay.
A
Right.
kid could be in trouble. You need to
Come out.
investigate.
Children?
Nothing.
I think they will show themselves when we are most vulnerable. Let us continue
to the general store.
Yes. I feel I do not need to explain, but those are not children, whatever that is.
We will
Maybe they
have to see. They may be just scared. Maybe.
Still can't
Could be
see
something else as well.
any
See your
source of
points.
the noise.
Nope.
Everyone in town is murdered horribly.
That alarm clock sound has stopped.
maybe you should do some tricks for him, Macario. Get the kids to come out.
Did we see the body when we went inside where Macario was?
Yeah, I was still there. What body?
Fuck.
I will point out that I looked at that man and his throat was cut.
Rachel, I want to see something, and she's gonna go to like the next house over and open that door.
That door is actually locked.
She's gonna break it open.
All right, give me. Well, okay. You break it open. You kick the door, shove the door in, or whatever.
And see if there's anyone in there. She'll call out, hello?
It's empty, and there's actually snow strewn in because the shutters have blown open.
Out of that house to the next one. She's looking to see if there's anyone alive in these houses.
And we're following.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is actually a 2-story house, small 2-story thing, and you shoulder open the house, and looks like there's a body lying at the foot of the stairs. House is otherwise undisturbed. It's like a little shelf. There's like a little doll sitting on. But yeah, the body is lying at the bottom of the stairs, and the head's not at the right angle.
Does it look like he just fell down the stairs?
Yeah. And they're frozen in place.
What the fuck is going on here? Alright, I guess we should head to the store? Doesn't look like there's anyone alive in this town.
We will go to the general store, stock up on goods as we need. Take nothing more than what wouldn't be missed. And then I suggest we go to the larger house on the hill. Something is telling me that there's some more information that we might glean from up there.
Did that house look inhabited?
No, just it overlooks everything. I feel there's something important there.
I will trust your gut, as I hope you all will trust mine.
I don't know.
I trust you, Macario.
Rachel spins around at that sound.
Okay.
Is there anything behind her?
Macario is standing behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Rachel, what are you
taking up the rear, like being our rear guard, kind of looking back over the shoulder, and as we continue through the town.
Rachel's got her guns drawn.
Towards the house on the hill.
Let's hope the hill isn't haunted,
Yeah.
or the house is haunted.
So you're making your way towards the middle of town where the general store is, and you hear the...
Whoa.
Oh, bell?
Was not the intended effect, but yeah. You hear more slamming, like shutters slamming and stuff like that.
Is there
Is
any
it
wind in
windy?
the air?
It is pretty windy,
Okay,
actually.
well,
Yeah, you get to the general store. It's a 2-story building as well.
It's a nice store.
Pretty
Is
big
it-
looking store.
Oh, I was going to say, is it where they live above the store?
Might probably.
We go to the door or push it in.
All right, it's actually locked.
Locked. Okay.
Bust it open.
Yeah.
You bust it open, and like the other house you checked out, it's not been looted or anything. Clearly, a window somewhere came open because there's snow inside. There's icicles hanging down off of inside up from the roof and stuff. There's a lot of the usual stuff you'd expect to see.
Canned foods.
Yeah, there's canned foods. They're previously fresh foods that are clearly rotted now. There's a little like display case with a few knickknacks on it. There's a Cabbage Patch looking doll thing on there.
Grab a couple of cans of food, each of us. Nothing too much, in case some of the people are still alive.
I don't know. This is looking like a ghost town to me.
I think
Something has happened here.
we should come back and leave it here in case we need to run.
That is fair.
I'm thinking we should grab some sacks and load up all the canned food we can and take it back with us to the valley.
I think we should do that if
Are we
everyone
even
is really dead.
Seeing if this food's good, I'm gonna crack open a can right here.
It's not good.
Never mind.
All right.
Good idea.
It's a tarry sludge inside when it should be peaches.
Ew. Okay, yeah.
Well,
no,
they
keep
got
it here.
the
Well-
same problem we got.
And a bit of snow like drifts and drops on your head, and you hear footsteps up above. The ceiling's kind of creaking like someone's, not like that, but moving around.
Moving upstairs with a purpose and knocking on a door.
Okay. There's no answer.
Well, we could try opening the door. I mean, it's probably locked.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really want to see what's behind this door?
I want to see what's up on the roof because it could be Santa Claus.
I can only imagine.
That was
No, it's a little too
pretty-
early for him.
I was just saying, I can only imagine
We
the
got a
Santa
couple
Claus in
weeks.
Deadlands would
Christmas,
be
the
like some
pitter patter
kind
of
of
little
evil
feet.
Yeah.
monster
I get where you're going with this.
that eats children
Someone
if
up
they're
on the
awake
roof.
during the night. And
Well, we are already pillagers. Break the door, Haru.
breaks the door down.
All right, you break the door down, and you step inside. Much like downstairs, it's got a pretty thick layer of snow that's blown in here.
Do I see any people moving about?
No,
Footprints.
Closets?
there's no footprints in the snow. It's undisturbed.
Any closets?
There's no closets, but there's like you move around. There's a bed, and there's someone on the bed.
Dead?
He looks like it. They're not moving.
Hello?
It looks like they've been like tied to the bedposts and gagged and left to freeze to death.
Well, that's not
Pokes with, like grab a... Like
You find something to poke them with.
find something. Yeah, like some kind of stick.
A
walking stick or something, you know, just
Yeah.
like...
They're frozen solid. Like you go
To the house on hill.
Yeah, tink.
Is there wood in the general store?
Yeah.
We should take the wood with us to the house.
It's really cold, actually. Everyone give me a vigor roll, except for you. No one gives a shit about you. You're dead.
Oh.
Am I at any penalties?
the same hole as the last one.
75. Unless you want to suffer a penalty.
I feel like it would be fair since
Okay.
I've been saying she
Say
has
a
a
negative
cold.
1, and we'll give you a penny for suffering that.
Thank you.
I got a 7.
7. All right, you're fine. You're cold,
Ooh.
but you're fine.
I got 7 as well.
All right.
So even though she's been like sneezing and hacking and coughing all the way here,
Mm-hmm.
Rachel is surprisingly
You feel no more miserable than you already have.
yeah. I'm fine, she says, as she sneezes and then coughs and then sneezes again.
Is everyone upstairs, or is it just Haru?
I think I
I
would have gone upstairs.
Yeah, I think I would have gone upstairs with her.
We're all going upstairs.
You're all
We're sticking
Sticking
together.
Yeah.
Remember that?
We're not Scooby-Dooing
plan.
this shit.
Do
Well,
not split the party.
Yeah.
Ricardo Scooby-Dooed a little bit, but...
You're up there, and you hear that alarm clock sound again. It's a little closer. You still can't quite pinpoint where it's coming from. And then you hear something like glass shattering downstairs, and kind of that little pitter-patter sound.
At this point, we gotta try to go look for it. It's gonna be gone. So let's just move out of this building, head downstairs, and we'll head towards the house on the hill and
Yep.
try to investigate that.
Yeah, sure. Anything to get out of this cold weather.
Yeah, you go back downstairs and you see that like one of the glass bottles was on one of the displays is fallen down and broken on the ground.
Oh, okay.
I'd say we each grab a load of wood from the general store, put on the horses, and take it up to the hill so we can have a fire. At least to warm up.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
She'll grab some oil and matches too, if it's available.
Okay. Yeah, you can find that.
That'll make lighting a fire easy.
Yep, I'll do my part and load stuff up.
Yeah.
And we head towards the house on the hill.
All right.
Not the house on Haunted Hill, though.
Hopefully.
Could be.
Could be.
All right. You head on to the house on the hill. It's a big house. Kind of got a vaguely neo-Gothic architecture to it.
Rachel's just like gonna kind of pull up Oakley as they approach the house and just cough a bit and study the outside of the building. Like, is there anything that would like jump out at her in particular?
No. It's definitely like a small mansion, almost. A manse.
Has she been to Copper before ever?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, is this like a famous, like, would people know of this house?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Well, it's only getting darker and colder. Probably
It's
should
definitely getting pretty dark.
go on in, make camp.
All right.
Definitely want to set a watch tonight.
Yes, and
Where are you putting the animals?
probably inside.
Yeah, walked them into the front door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is painful memories, I know, but remember the night in the cabin. We must assume that everyone we have seen will come back.
Yep.
Definitely going to barricade the door, Macario. That's a good idea. So Rachel will,
You try the front
right-
door and it's unlocked.
okay, yeah, she'll open the door and walk Oakley in. Unless there's no, I don't even want to tie Oakley up in a barn. If this mansion looks deserted, she's just
There is
going to
a barn.
walk.
No,
Oakley
we're walking the horses in with us. That way we can keep them with us, and we don't have to check on them later.
You walk inside, and the first thing you notice, aside from the fact that it looks like it's been abandoned for a while, it's a very well kept, very nicely appointed house. The other thing that strikes you right away is that everywhere you see is got to be the biggest collection of dolls you've ever seen.
Fuck no, we're not staying in this house. We're going to go stay in the barn.
Yeah. This is the second mention of dolls that Ben has done, and the first
the
one maybe a
third
little bit
mention.
like, okay.
Third mention of
no.
dolls.
Now it's not okay. There was a barn, you said? We're
Yeah.
going to all go to the barn. We're going to start a fire in the barn.
Yep. Rachel just sees these dolls, closes the door, and is like, I don't want to sleep here tonight.
Just, egg? No.
And just at a really quick glance, you imagine the quality of the dolls that are in there, they're worth a small fortune.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
I have a sudden thought.
These are like American Girl Palace dolls.
I don't know what that is.
Do we think the townsfolk have
Girl
been turned
place.
into the dolls?
It's a bunch of Chuckies that are around killing
No,
everybody.
because we're finding bodies.
Yeah, but they're going around
But maybe their spirits are trapped in the dolls.
some weird hoodoo.
Are you saying this out loud as Rachel?
Yes, she's hypothesizing.
Well, what do I know about creepy dolls and the occult use and stuff?
Go ahead and roll a cult. And impress me. Say -2.
It's a 10, so
10.
8.
Shit.
Shit.
You've heard some stories, like some kindly old toy maker who wanted to give life to one of his puppets to, because he didn't have a son.
Oh, yeah, Pinocchio.
And then he was found dead the next day.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, not Pinocchio.
His throat slit and his creation gone.
Yeah, there's definitely stories about creepy dolls killing people.
Barricade ourselves in the barn. Start a small fire.
Let's just burn the mansion down.
I'm going to
Just
pick
do
up
that.
one of these dolls and check it out. Just
Okay.
because,
Because you
Pick it
want
up
to die.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm the really smart scientist must touch.
You walk inside and you pick one up. It actually looks like a samurai.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
Like Haru, or?
A little bit. Not like the perfectly like
Yeah.
Haru. So it doesn't look like Haru, but it looks like, Haru's probably described traditional samurai to you before and back in Japan. It looks like that. And you pick it up.
Haru's. This one looks kind of like a samurai, like you.
That is, if I am honest, most unnerving.
Not a great representation. Clearly made by some American guy.
Figures.
But there's not like a clown one or anything like that. Okay. This isn't like, hey, wait a minute.
Nope.
That would be even more unsettling. The likeness is wrong. There's some. You see he has the kimono folded the wrong way. It's a cheap knockoff.
Oh, well, it looked all right to me. But like it looks like just a normal doll. Right?
Yeah, and it feels like a normal doll as you pick it up. It's
Well,
We're still destroying
it
all
doesn't
of
like
these
come alive and
dolls.
go. It's just,
yeah, I will take it and I will, nicely set it back and just be like, well, they don't seem like killer dolls right now, but
I don't want to stay in this house. Let's
No.
sleep in the barn. I really feel like we should destroy all these dolls, but I'm unclear on whether or not that's metagaming at this point in the game. So
Which game are you playing, Rachel?
you hear
I'm a little
footsteps upstairs.
feverish right now. Okay, have a bit of a cold.
lots of
upstairs?
footsteps.
You hear footsteps upstairs. Not lots, just like regular sounding ones.
That's
Any
nice.
dolls missing?
Hmm?
Any dolls that were there missing?
There's really too many to
Yeah.
be sure of that, but it doesn't seem like it.
I already had that thought of we should have checked to see if that one doll, when we went upstairs in the general store, came back down, if the doll was still where it was on the shelf.
What doll?
Exactly.
Stop saying that.
Favorite
Do
line to
any
pull.
of these dolls look like scarecrows?
No. Well, you know what? There probably is one, but it's like the most.
Obviously, Scarecrow doll.
Rachel
Well,
has
it's
a
the most cutesy,
phobia.
not scary scarecrow doll ever.
Which could,
Rachel
if you say
is-
the most cutesy, non-scary Scarecrow doll, it still equals terrifying if you think about a cutesy face coming at you from something that
Rachel
cannot
sees
move.
that doll. She sees that doll. She picks it up. She sets it on the floor, and then she stomps her boot all over that doll and smashes it to bits.
It must have been like a little mechanical thing because it crunches underfoot, and you break the mechanisms.
Is that metal in there?
But going out to the barn, not because of fear, but because it doesn't seem like a wise decision to stay here in this house. Like, not because of the dolls. I'm not going to metagame here, but just something's not quite right. We need to be able to.
I'm sorry, I feel like it's reasonable that if you walked into a creepy house in the middle of the town with a bunch of dead people and there were like a room full of dolls, Rachel would not want to stay in that house because of that exact reason. She's going to the barn with some wood.
Okay. Is everyone going to the barn?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she's right. We would not want to stay in a house with all these creepy dolls.
Yeah, no.
Well, I do want to check out that Scarecrow doll that made that crunch,
It's thoroughly destroyed.
I
There's
stomped
not
it.
like parts in there that seem like clockworky.
Can she do a repair roll?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a repair roll.
All right.
Rachel's not in the room to see you do this.
4.
Okay. Get some basic mechanisms that you'd expect to find in some pretty common toys. The thing that throws you off is that this little scarecrow doll didn't look like it was designed to have moving mechanical parts.
Yeah, that's what made me want to look at it in the first place.
Rachel's gonna call out from the room over and be like, Daisy, come on.
All right. That thing's definitely got some weird mechanical stuff in it.
So you all head to the barn, seek shelter for the night. Who's keeping watch?
All of us at one. Oh wait, we got someone who can stay up most of the night.
You only have to go down for an hour. Even Lazarus is like, all right, look, gotta do the whole recharge thing, but I'm pretty freaked out, so we're gonna do it real fast, all right?
So for the first hour, just
Rachel's gonna. Is there a barn door that we can close and slide a wooden beam into place?
Yeah.
That is happening.
All right.
Are there
Do that.
windows in the barn?
There's the hayloft and
Oh.
stuff.
What about little holes that little dolls can crawl through?
Probably lots of those too. It's pretty cold in here.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. But we're gonna start a fire. There's plenty of hay, and we have
The
oil.
your horses are not too happy right now. Because in the stalls,
Dead horses.
are the frozen dead bodies
No.
of the horses that were in here.
I don't want to stay in this town, you guys.
We cannot risk leaving now.
Yeah, it's dark at this point.
I'm going to ask for a raise when I get back to...
Logically, we can actually leave. He said to find out what happened. Everybody is dead. And there's dolls everywhere.
No, Ross won't accept that report.
That's true. We need to be more thorough.
Besides, this is not our first rodeo or our first clown show.
That was really fun.
Or circus.
Rachel's going to kind of go over towards the end of the barn where the hayloft is.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the windows, right? Those,
Yeah.
not windows, but those doors.
Yeah.
Are they open?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll build the fire on the floor of the barn so that the smoke can go out those doors.
Okay. Yeah, that first hour goes by. The only thing of note is there's just some wolf howls in the distance. And then...
Who's on watch?
Oh,
Haru.
Haru.
Haru
Well,
after
you-
the first hour.
Oh, okay. So that first hour, is it... I mean, Rachel can be on watch if you want.
you're probably eating food.
While he's
getting
sleeping?
dinner ready. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you're just finishing up your meals when all of a sudden Haru just kind of like sits up and blinks.
Eyes open suddenly and just ink.
That's right, a nerve in there, Haru.
I apologize. It's less like sleep and more like turning on, lighting an oil lamp. Just, woof, I'm on. I'm ready to go.
Wow. That's downright poetic.
Anything of note?
No.
All right. Get some sleep, everyone. I will protect you as best I can. And if I need your assistance, I'll wake you up.
Rachel's gonna drink some castor oil before she goes to sleep.
All right. It's horrible.
Oh,
It
no.
tastes bad.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have, you're gonna have vague reminiscence of Sheriff Ross because as you're drifting off, Haru's chugging some whiskey and smoking his pipe.
Why are you doing that, though? You don't need to hide from us.
It's become habit now.
Become habit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it probably smells better than smelling
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm hiding from you. It's more of just like I want to spare you the odor.
We should have just burned all those dolls.
All right, make a notice roll.
4.
Okay. You don't notice anything until Coon starts shrieking in pain.
I run over to check why Coon's shrieking in pain.
There's a long, shallow gash in his side, in his flank.
Coon, what did this to you? Looking around to see what could be around. If there's a nail sticking out, they may be backed into, or
Mm-hmm. Make another notice roll.
Are we waking up at the horse
Give
screaming?
me notice rolls. You at the usual -4 there,
Yeah.
Daisy.
Benny. Whoops. Nope. 3.
5.
Okay. You wake up.
I failed.
Rachel just kind of barely sits up and is like, what's going on? She
You have
coughs a
no
little
idea.
bit.
And that's when Guapito also starts shrieking in pain.
I go over and start waking them up. Something's happening, and I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, you look over at Guapito and like something has snicked the tip of his ear off.
Oh.
It improves his look.
Makes it look tougher.
Rachel's gonna stand up and just kind of pull on her guns.
Make a notice roll.
I go to wake up Daisy, and then Macario.
Snake eyes.
All right, yeah, you're still like just bleary-eyed, and you can't tell if it's just because you're still half asleep. You've got just rubbing the sleep out of your eyes.
Well, and
It seems
she's
like there's
also-
shapes moving all over the place. What do you do? I think you start shooting.
On a snake eyes?
Yeah.
I don't know if Rachel would just randomly
You
shoot.
see shapes moving all over the place.
So sure, then Rachel will pull out retribution since supernatural shit seems to be going down and shoot.
All right. Fire. You squeeze off a couple of
Which
shots.
should be enough to wake up people in the barn.
You would think.
It's a loaded for bear in that gun. So not only is this shock going off, you're hearing a bear growl.
Big ass flipping hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea to make my character suffer. So you do wake Macario up, and he rolls into the fire.
Whoa. Ow.
Holy shit.
Why would you want to do
I
that?
rolled snake eyes.
You rolled snake eyes, yeah. You burn yourself. Let's say you suffer a level of fatigue. You're not really like set on fire
Okay, yeah.
per se, but yeah, you burn your arm. You take a level of fatigue.
Cool.
And I was busy.
What'd you get, Daisy?
I haven't rolled again.
Okay, go ahead and roll. No modifier because loaded for bear
got a
just
7.
went off. All right, you wake up.
Whoa, ah!
A bear sound.
Yep. And yeah, you clear the sleep from your eyes and realize that you were just shooting the
I just
shadows.
shot a room by mistake.
Yep.
Why are you shooting? What's going on?
There's something in here with us.
Sounded like a bear.
And
I was-
Guapito is still braying or neighing.
Guapito, what's
There's
going on?
Blood streaming down from his ear.
He rushes over to his horse.
It was the greatest.
Your ear! Oh no, Guapito. He starts pulling out handkerchiefs and trying to wrap it around the ear.
Make a notice roll.
Who, just Macario?
Macario, I think.
There we go. A 6. No, 5.
Okay.
That was a really bad long pause there.
You come rushing over, and you see something move like a little shadow, and it just moves real quick past Guapito, who's neighing and freaking out, and then Guapito kind of goes really calm, and you see like this dark shadow spreading over his chest, and then he slumps to the ground.
Macario stands there in shock, holding a bloody handkerchief, just not even sure what to, just in shock.
And you see that samurai doll clamber up to the hole that Rachel just blew through the side of the barn, and it kind of stops, turns, looks at you, and then disappears through the hole.
Should have destroyed all those fucking dolls.
He does a 180 and walks back shaking to the fire and drops his handkerchief and just kind of looks at all of you puzzled. So as Macario shakes and he kind of looks at you all, he seems to recollect himself, and you only see pure anger in his eyes.
Whoa.
I took that horse, Guapito, from the family farm that the French stole from me. He was there all along. And evil has taken him! And he throws his handkerchief to the ground. Those fucking dolls must die! I will not stand for this! Oh, I'm sorry, let me explain myself. That samurai doll, it killed Guapito. I saw it do it. And then it ran out of the barn. And I am going to find that samurai doll, and I am going to send it straight to the hell it belongs in.
We will go and kill these abominations against man and beast. As Rachel would say, burn everything.
Yeah. She's gonna do like one of those fancy gun spin things. Be like, let's go smash us some dolls.
Are you heading out right now?
Let's go burn down the house.
Yep.
Burning down the house. That'll be the name of the next episode. All right, well, as you head out back towards the house in the midst of the night, vengeance burning in your hearts, we'll call it there.
All right.
Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this episode. I am super sad, actually, that Guapito died, even though I was the one rolling the dice. I hadn't expected that, but he'd been shaken, and then I rolled another score against his toughness after that, so I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you'll tune in next time to hear our heroes take revenge for Guapito. Yeah, once again, my name is Ben. I've been here with Rosemary, Austin, Ed, and Nick. We are the Rogue Valley Role Players, and this has been another episode of Valley of Famine. If you like what we do, please leave us a review. Feedback is always appreciated wherever you listen at, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, or one of the other 10 million services that are out there. Yeah, let us know you're out there. Can't get better if we don't know what we're doing wrong. Once again, we're the Rogue Valley Role Players. Have a wonderful whatever time of day is you listen to this, and we'll catch you next time.